Good morning, traders. Welcome back to another live stream. If you are new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we hop on these charts on this beautiful Tuesday, May 12th, make sure you read what's on the screen. Trading is risky. Most traders do lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. For entertainment purposes only, make sure you do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is. Even if under prop firm account, send the affiliate partnership disclaimer. This is us to make money from links and codes in my content. Like Top Line Futures, code RDF, Lucid. We're going to be talking about take profit today. And others can't be unbiased if I stand to make money, which I do. Important for me to note that for you to do your own dang research, make your own dang decisions. Chat, what's going on, man? Mark getting ready to open up here. We are about 30 seconds to NYSE open. Gonna be watching YM off of the open as I have been with you guys here. I'm gonna be talking about a pretty solid trade I had here on NQ. Put me up almost 4K in a live account. We talk about that one. An overnight swing trade. Be talking about some deals we got rolling. The new elite dailies from Top One that are back. Take Profit Trader running. Ooh, got some volatility coming in here, guys. Take Profit Trader running a deal, and Lucid 40% off, which I have just been absolutely cleaning up with Lucid. So I'll be talking about those guys coming up here soon. But first and foremost, markets are opened up. Structure and accept your risk. Here's what I'm looking at coming into NYSE open here. We do have a nice choppy overnight session. I'm looking for a really simple mean reversion trade, right? Here's our mean. Here's our average, right? Here's current volume point of control. Here's yesterday's volume point of control. If I zoom out and give you guys a couple days, here's temporary volume point of control coming off a visible range volume profile. Here's the mean of this, current session, right? All of the volume that's been put in so far, value area high to value area low. I'm looking for a reversion back to that. What does that mean? I'm going to fade the highs. I'm going to fade the lows, okay? I'd prefer not to short this market if I don't have to. I shorted it last night. Sue me. But I will. I'm going to be looking for a pretty clean bounce off of either one of these levels. I will give you guys yesterday's high and low just for reference here. Let's go to the daily chart real quick because we are moving here. But I'm going to be looking to fade a pop to the upside, fade a crack to the downside. That's going to be my play. Same stuff that I do with you guys almost every damn day. No trade yesterday on the live session, and not much great trading outside of that afterwards. Put a couple of flip days in on a couple of accounts. Let's just mark these since I have a couple of markups here. This is prior day high. Since we got the volume profile from last week, prior day low. Make it easy for you guys. Yeah, I'm looking for a sweep of yesterday's high to test into this area of high volume. Let's come out to the hourly here. To test into this area of high volume, right? I'm not going to look for a crack all the way out here, all the way out here. I would take something in here. I would take something right in here really aggressively. Doesn't look like we're getting that. We're selling off right now. To the downside, this is a little bit dicey. I got to say, this is a little bit dicey. I do think we could come lower. We could come all the way back in here. That would be waiting a lot, right? That would really be, we sell off pretty aggressively. Just to zoom out, this is on the hourly chart on YM. And I'll say good morning to you guys in just a minute. I'll say what's up, but I want to get this marked up. That would be waiting, really waiting, and I'd probably want to take something before that. Let's get back to the 15-minute here. Change up this Japanese trap music that we got rolling this morning. Yeah, shorts are clear. Right above prior day high, 49,871. Longs. Longs are interesting, man. This is a spot to try it, right? Down here below yesterday's NYSE session low, here's pre-market low, right? Here's current day session low. You could try something right in here. That's not enough for me. This is not a missed trade for me. This is not something that I'm going to take. That definitely doesn't give me a good way to structure risk to come right back in here. I'd need it from, you know, from outside of this area. I'm just debating because, you know, this is kind of dicey. I think if we're going to come outside of this, we're going to move from here to here pretty quickly, right? Down below this NYSE session low, towards yesterday's low, which is all the way down here, prior week value area low. You can see quite a bit of volume traded, some tops and bottoms put in here. But as you see, as I zoom out, when I was looking at on the 1 hour, you know, this could be a level down here. This could be a serious problem down here, and we could easily come all the way through this very, you know, area of low volume, and maybe not want to just test some lows and highs in here and come all the way through that to the big meat of this. I'm gonna take a trade in here if we get down here. If we get down here, just to map this out. Just to get started mapping this out. We are here on a this is a Tradeify account. Here on a funded Tradeify account. Shoot. Just to map this out here, guys. If we were getting long in here, what would 200 points look like, right? You could use a measurement tool to get this done if you want. You could move TradingView around to give you a limit order so you can start to drag around stop loss and take profit. Yeah, man. Here we are below pre-market lows, coming towards prior day NYSE session low, which is kind of interesting, right down into this zone. I'm going to look for it in here. Again, it's just tough because, you know, not that it's not a valid trade. It's just, I'm happy that we're getting something here pretty quick off the open. Maybe we don't have a boring session like yesterday. It's just that this is not a bad trade in here. This is like not a bad trade in here. And I don't like having a stop loss where I would still want to be long. So I think I'm going to be waiting for a push down in here pretty low. That's what I'm coming to terms with in here, and a stop loss, you know, all the way on the other side of this. Looking for a reversion in here for a pop back up. We might not come all the way down here. We might just need to dip our toes back down here and challenge this low, but that's what I'm looking at. Probably into the 49,500s for a long. That's what I'm looking at, guys. The low end of this higher time frame zone. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Keep them to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Feel free to ask in the chat. I'll be talking to you guys in just a minute. But since we hopped on, coming right into NYSE Open, I do want to talk about this. Looks like holding NQ all the way into the open would have paid me even better. Holy heck. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'll talk about that overnight swing. Yesterday, I talked about why I like the shorts on this here in just a little bit. But that paid me pretty nicely. Staying patient all day yesterday. Really not doing too much stupid stuff with you guys in the live session. You know, saved capital to throw a nice swing trade on. You know, pretty high risk, but one mini. You know, one mini on NQ. Nothing crazy. No 15 minis. So here we go. We cracked prior day NYSE session low. Again, I usually don't talk too much about it, but we had an uptrend here, and outside of the, you know, outside of the low from the day and low from pre-market, this is kind of a key one where we tested this level. I think we could find buyers in here. I'm waiting for a push lower. I really can't structure risk in here. I don't like this. I don't like a stop in here. I definitely don't like it right below prior day low. That's stupid to me. I don't think that that's good. I want to be long here, right? So I don't want a stop loss here. Risk structure, right? Where's your invalidation point? Let's see. Watch. I mentioned this 27 times on the stream, and there's a reason. I got a gut feeling on that one, but not enough to structure risk, so I'm definitely not taking it. Gonna be waiting for this push a little bit lower, below the 500s. I'm gonna say longs in play for me, below the 49,500s, right near prior day low. That's what I'm looking at, right? If I'm wrong, I'm dead wrong. We sell off really aggressively. Where do I think we come? You know, all the way down in here, maybe just down in here. This is a pretty key spot. Why do I have my zone all the way down here? What was I doing? Yeah, dude, I don't know. This could be a problem in here. This could be a real problem for us, chat. Coming into the 49,000, low 500s right now, approaching this level. Man, here's the game of inches we got to play. Want the longs. I think we at least catch a bounce back up on this aggressive pop lower. You know, how much do we wait before we miss a good trade? How early do we jump in and have to take heat and maybe get stopped out on something where if we had waited a little bit longer, we're able to catch that reversion? For me, it's the 500s. Yeah, for me, it's still the 500s. Not gonna go super heavy. I was running some of these with two minis. I'm probably not gonna run this with two minis. Yeah, down in here. Down in here. Yeah, 500s look good. Big round psychological number. Near yesterday's low. I like it. I like it, guys. If I got to take the stop, that's where I'm taking it. We could get the down day. We definitely could get the down day here. But that's going to be a pretty clean mean reversion setup. I don't know if we get it. You know, I don't know if we trade down there, but that's what I'm looking at. Just getting ready. Just getting ready. Arbitrary take profit way outside. Don't need to take profit. Let's see, chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, chat. What's going on, guys? How we doing? How we doing as we're coming into a potential buy area here for me? For me. What's going on, guys? Trading 510. Here we go, trading through the 500s here. Getting close to prior day low. Just gonna give this a second down here, guys, in case we just rip faces to the downside. Trading the 89s. I'm gonna give this a second down here, guys. 480s, 479s. I'm getting long on that. Getting long on that. I'm long 490. 49,490. That was my area. Right below the 500s hit. Near prior day low. Below this pre-market low. Below prior day NYSE session low. Stop loss outside. Again, this could be a face ripper. I'm buying into some obvious weakness here, guys. This could be a serious face ripper. Risk down here is all of this volume being traded. I'm looking for a dip outside of this and a return real quick in here. I don't need this to be a home run, right? That's just an arbitrary take profit all the way up here. I'm looking for a reversion right back in. Right back in here. Right back in here. That's my sweet spot. And that would present a pretty nice risk to reward opportunity. Give me about 200 points to the upside. Yeah, really right into some of these lows, some of this consolidation right in here. That's going to be my play, guys. Long. Had a setup today, right? Stayed super patient yesterday. I stay super patient when I don't have setups. I put my trades on without reservation or hesitation when they come. Again, buying into some aggressive selling pressure here, right? Some serious weakness. Cracking prior day low right here. Let's see if we want to find buyers off of prior day low, value area low, prior week, or if we just want to absolutely rip faces to the downside. NQ catching some nice buyers all the way back through VWAP, trading 600 ticks off the lows. Very nice. Similar on ES. Not nearly as much. Not nearly as much. Swept some lows in here, starting to push back up towards VWAP. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, Chatty McChat Chat. Again, trading one account here. Trading prop accounts individually and aggressively. This is not super aggressively. I'm usually risking the entire max loss limit on an account where I haven't put a lot of profit in it. I think this account has 2 trading days, like 2 flip days, just because haven't had a ton of great setups to put on across multiple accounts. One nice trade like this takes me to the promised land. I take a couple of $150 trades, and then it's a payout. All right. One stop loss like this cuts the account in half. I get one more shot, and if not, that's it. It's a wrap. Move on to the next one. That's my approach if I'm going to trade them individually. For me, personally, right? Aggressively across multiple different prop firms with multiple accounts at all of them. Chat. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Let's talk to you guys. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's see. Paul, what's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Paul, what's going on? Miss K, what's going on? Mr. X Buggy, what's up? Adam Daz, what's up? Good morning. Good day ahead. Let's go. Afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good morning, all. Hansel, what's up? Good morning, Zach. Got a Lucid account with Zach's code. Thank you. Yeah, man. Listen, if you got an account using code RDF, make sure you head to the Discord and fill the form out, because we're going to be picking winners live on this stream. You still have a chance up until I do it on the stream to get an entry to win one of 5. I'm going to pick 5 different people to win 5 different accounts by using code RDF. If you guys want in on that, hop in the free Discord. Link is in the chat. Let me throw it in there again. We're also going to be running some giveaways. I'll throw a like goal on stream right now. Free Discord with giveaways, link right there. Let's throw it on there early, guys. We're gonna make this one. Nice and short and sweet. We're gonna catch a beautiful reversion. We're gonna put $1,000 in a Tradeify account and take a payout from these guys. That's what I'm gonna manifest today. Or we're gonna take a loss on the chin. Let's do first giveaway, because maybe we do. Let's do giveaway at. Sorry, I just have to check something here, guys. Let's do giveaway at. How many people we got on here? Yeah, you guys are pretty light today. We'll do first giveaway at 50 likes. Boom. First one at 50 likes. Maybe we do more. I don't know. Maybe we hang out. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Good morning. What's going on, guys? What's up? Shawarma, what's up? Will Trades, good morning. Sage, what's going on? Purple Ninja. Hair looking magnificent. Listen, guys, I had to take the hat off today. Oh, the flow. You guys are funny. Good morning, America. What's up, guys? Too old to trade. What's up? 30MD30, JNR Veem. Want to sell off on YM? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, boss. Yeah. Same hairstyle. Just don't have a hat on today, guys. Don't have a hat on today. Yeah, so just out of curiosity, I hit News Squawk with a question. For those of you guys that don't know, I use News Squawk. News Squawk is my secret weapon when it comes to news headlines. I'll show you it real quick. I can't stream this all the time because this is real-time paid, and it ain't cheap. It's really good. You know what the saying is? The good stuff ain't cheap. The cheap stuff ain't no good. This stuff is real good, and it definitely ain't cheap. You could try it out for really cheap. $19.99 with code RDF. Link is pinned to the chat if you want to check it out, or I'll throw it in chat. But essentially, I asked these guys if we had anything news or macro related that I missed, that I just wasn't paying attention to on YM, reason for the sell-off so aggressive, and they said, nope, nothing really news related. There's a couple leaders that were just dragging it lower. But you can see some of the headlines that have been coming in real quick here. Obviously, we had some volatility right in here. That looks like it was this headline. Trump says have to do tariffs in a different way. I get to charge more. Ships are coming to Texas and Louisiana to load up with oil. So that's interesting. Ton of uncertainty continuing on the Middle East conflict front. We got Jay Powell stepping down. We got a virus that doesn't seem to be really impacting things too much, but it was looking a little bit spooky there. Crude going crazy if you like to pay attention to that stuff. But overall, just a really aggressive headline-driven market. Just really, really aggressive headline-driven market. Not much changed on that front. You know, it's waiting for the next Trump comment, waiting for the next, comment coming out of the Middle East conflict. But, pretty helpful to be able to ask these guys a question and get answers from humans, professional analysts, right? That are focused on news, that are focused on, not technicals, focused on macro and headline news. Morning, gang. Morning, gang. Just saying, guys. I don't know. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Today is going to be the last stream of the week. I am going to be headed out to Tampa for the in-person event out there. Excited for that. Go ahead and get rid of these for now, just so we don't have too much overlaid stuff up here. Excited for that. Getting to speak at the ASFX in-person event. We don't just trade live here behind the screen, guys, okay? We trade live in front of everybody, okay? If you ever want to wonder if someone's legit or not, I don't know. You see them take wins and losses in front of a room full of people. Maybe they hide behind a screen for forever. They never step out into the wild. I love in-person events. It's awesome. Get to put your skill set to the test. Of course, trading is interesting, especially the way that I trade. Lower frequency, a little bit higher time frame. You never know what you're going to get, right? I couldn't tell you whether I'm going to take a win or a loss today or when I'm out there in Tampa in front of a room full of people. It's nice when it works out. It's beautiful when it works out. It's happened to me multiple times. But sometimes you get your face ripped off, right? Your analysis is good. You don't go on tilt. You don't do anything crazy. You take your loss on the chin. That's great trading, right? Not everybody thinks that, though. Not everybody thinks that. I'll read a YouTube comment that I got recently. It was funny. I was losing brain cells with this one, guys. Let me read this comment to you because I think it's indicative. It's indicative of what traders expect out of trading, right? I want to read this. So I was reading it yesterday, and it was funny. And I answer comments. I talk to everybody, right? Even if they're giving me shots or saying something crazy. I try to talk to everybody, especially when someone says something like this, right? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I had a reel of me taking an L, right? Because I take wins and losses, and I'm happy to show you guys wins and losses. I post losses, right? So it was a talking head reel, a clip on Instagram and YouTube of me with a trade running in drawdown, like about to hit $1,000 stop loss and something like that. And a person went, what the F? And then I wrote question mark. And the caption of the video was 100% live trading, free live trading or whatever it was. And the person wrote 100% free loss you show. And then I wrote, of course, do you think that making money in the markets doesn't involve a ton of losing trades and losses? And the person wrote, show me wins. And then I wrote, this conversation has been a big waste of time for both of us, hasn't it? And he said, this is no conversation. Sorry, bro. Peace. So, it's indicative of not that person. I'm not giving that person a shot. If you're on here, welcome. Nobody really offends me. I'm not offended by anybody, whether you say horrible stuff or not. I've gotten it all. But I think that's indicative of people's expectations. I think it's really important to talk about. That's why I'm talking about it here. People pull up to live streams to watch, me and others trade. They pull up to the charts themselves to trade. And they truly do not expect to take losses. They think that really good trading, the best trading, does not involve taking massive and frequent losses. Oftentimes, taking more losses than wins, having a win rate below 50% and maybe wins that outweigh your losses, right? That's what real trading is, guys. That's what real trading is. Now, I'm not saying you can't run really high win rate, low risk reward setups that work very well with the asymmetric risk presented by props. They're out there, and they do. And there's a lot of low risk to reward, very high win rate, pushing 80% plus win rate, right? And they're going to win far more often than they lose. When they lose, they're going to take big outsized losses. Sometimes they're going to blow accounts, right? But in general, even with those guys, you're going to take losses. You're going to have red trades. You're going to have red days, right? So if you pull up upset when you take a loss, you did something wrong. You truly believed that you knew what was going to happen next in the market, and that doesn't make sense, right? Nobody would say that. Nobody with any half an IQ would tell you, a professional trader, that they know what's going to happen next in the market, right? If they did, they would put every penny to their name behind the trade with no stop loss, and they would let it run to that exact point, right? That's why we have stop losses. That's why we manage risk. That's why I'm not copy trading every account and remortgaging my house and selling my cars to put it all on this next trade right here, right? We don't know what's going to happen next. We might know over a decent sample size that we will have more losses than wins, but we make more money when we win, we lose less when we lose, or some combination of a high win rate, low risk reward where we make money over time, but we don't know what's going to happen next, right? So remember that. That's a huge problem. It's not that you can't have a winning strategy. It's not that you don't have an edge. You don't have something that works in the market. That's really not where I find traders go wrong. It's that mindset, right? A loss? Why would you show a loss? Why would you take a loss in trading? 100% free live trading, like, show me wins. Like, why don't you just win, right? And again, I think that's also why so many people get scammed, right? So many people are sold a dream, sold a lie, where you make $200 a day every day and it takes you 10 minutes. That doesn't exist. That just does not exist in the markets. So I think it's really important, really, really important. If you believe that and you have incorrect beliefs, you are opening yourself up to go on tilt, to blow accounts, to unbelievable pain and frustration, and this asking yourself why you bury yourself over and over and over again. And a big part of it is you do not understand the nature of probabilities. You do not understand the game that we're playing here. You don't understand really how many losses you should expect over the next 100 trades, where you have to pull up and lose, pull up, lose, pull up, lose, to make yourself available for the win. You pull up, lose, thought you were going to win, and then you go trade because you think you're going to win, and full port the account, and then you blow everything, right? That comes, a big piece of it, some of it's just lack of discipline, but a big piece of it comes from a misunderstanding of the markets. You don't really truly hold at a core belief the difficult stuff, which is, I don't know what's going to happen next. I have confidence to put a trade on. I'm going to tell you all the reasons why I think this is going to work out, why I'm long, my technicals, where my stop loss is, where my entry is, why I'm clicking that button, why I have risk on the line, right? I would like it to play out. I think I have a good probability of this playing out, right? Maybe a good way to structure risk. And over a large sample size, I think this might play out more often than not, or at least give me a way to make more money when I'm right and lose less when I'm wrong, some combination of that. But I can't tell you with any reasonable degree of certainty at all whether this one is going to be a winner or a loser. I would have to know what Trump is going to say at any time. I would have to know how every options dealer is about to hedge around every single level. I would have to be inside the minds of every single trader that's interacting with the market and algorithm and the natural world, where conflict is going to break out, where Iran is going to, shoot somebody in the strait, right? Like, all of those things that are playing into the price movements. So think about that, reflect on that. The best traders that I get around, the guys that are leaps and bounds ahead of me, because I don't consider myself the best. I think that would be silly to do. I think I got some juice, but I try to put myself consistently around people that are doing better than me. They have that in common. They have unwavering confidence, arrogant confidence in their skills and abilities. Like they think they're really, really good. And when they put trades on, they put big, heavy risk on, right? At the same time, when they get stopped out, they're like, but par for the course, right? Fat stop out, a stop out that would make most people sick, right? Somebody's salary. And then they move on to the next trade with the same confidence. And I used to think, how do you do that? Like, you just got cooked. You got your face ripped off, dude. It went straight to your stop loss. Like, why don't you reassess what you're doing? You obviously don't know what you're doing. And that was a reflection of me. Didn't understand, right? So something to think about. That's some sauce for today, guys. I wanted to remember to talk about that. Morning, gang. I locked the second. Hold on one second. Locked the second chunk came on. Thank God I was long. Yeah, up 700 on the eval. Why didn't I get the candle? Yeah. Long NQ, not liking it. Takes a lot to trade in front of other people. Trading is taxing as it is. It is. Yeah, man. I think it does take something to perform in front of others. You know, it's fun. I enjoy it. But there's definitely another layer of pressure, right? And explaining, you know, yourself and what you're doing really clearly. I think for the most part, it helps most traders. Keeps them honest. Keeps them in line. It forces you. It's like a reason that people teach, right? You know, a lot of researchers and, you know, high-level academics, they continue to teach for that reason. Same thing even with, like, coaches, you know, at a competitive level. Hi, I'm new here. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. People get upset with losses. Show they haven't been in the markets for long enough. They need a reality check. For sure. For sure. God bless you, bro. I'm new to trading. In my first prop account, my heart is pounding. Ooh. Ivan. Oh, Ivan. Ivan. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Trading your first prop account, man. What do I have for you? What do I have for you today? Here's what I'll tell you, man. You got a long road ahead, my brother in Christ. A long road ahead. When I hear people are coming brand new to trading, they're trading their first prop account, they're trading their first real account, you know, I'm excited because if they persevere, if they push through all the pain and suffering and frustration, I know what's on the other side for the very, very small select few. If they also possess the right, you know, mindset and skill set and IQ and the special combination that makes maybe a few profitable traders out of a ton. I also smile like that because there's a lot of pain and frustration and suffering and anger, you know, that's ahead of you. So here's what I'd say, man. Take it slow. Keep risk low. Focus on learning. Focus on trading. Don't focus on making money. You're not going to make money in your first few years of trading. I don't know anybody that consistently holds on to the money they make early on. Some people have amazing runs off the bat, and then they blow up spectacularly. Most people just bleed for a long period of time before they start to turn a profit. So that could be discouraging, but I think it'd be great to help you set realistic expectations. Keep your risk low. You know, don't buy a lot of prop accounts. Don't copy trade prop accounts. Don't put a lot of risk on. Keep it stupidly low. Give yourself a lot of trades before you potentially lose an account, and just focus on creating a positive expectancy. Focus on creating some combination of win rate and risk to reward based on however you're trading that's going to provide a positive expectancy, right? You know, a net positive outcome over a large sample size of trades. Journal and track what you're doing. Create a journal, right? Make a paper journal if you want, right? Still got one on my desk. Paper journal. Okay. Get TradeZella if you want. Don't do any of that and just mark your charts up with your executions and TradingView, you know, position tools like this. But do something where you're tracking what you got going on early on, so you can know what the hell's working and what the hell's not working. But, you know, first and foremost, man, remember, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, although it's unfortunately wrongly presented that way a lot of places. Take it slow. Take it slow. I don't know really any traders at all anywhere in any market that have gotten consistently profitable in under multiple years time, you know, so which is reasonable, right? You know, if you said, hey, Zach, I want to become a surgeon, I'd say, great. I don't know any surgeons that are surgeons in 2 years, you know, especially when they're YOLOing surgery prop accounts. No, I don't know. So take it slow, man. Keep risk low. And if you find yourself losing accounts or losing money like too much, you're not comfortable with having risk on the line, nothing wrong really early on with paper trading and back testing. You have to get off of that pretty quickly, but, you know, depending on how much capital people have, a lot of people just burn way too much early on. Most people do. And you would have just been better off creating so much confidence and, you know, having no risk on the line, and then coming to the charts with something that really works, you know, and then facing all the demons and losing money because now you have risk on the line. You realize you're not a paper trading god. That's my sauce for today, man. That's my sauce. Ivan, I appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully I can help, in any way. I'm not the best. I don't think I have it all figured out. I leave that for everybody else that says, I'm the #1 trader, best ever. Okay, bro, you can have that. I think I got some juice. I've been doing this for quite a few years. I'm taking payouts, getting kicked to prop firm live accounts left and right, holding on to stuff for long periods of time, making some good money, what I would consider good money, because that's just completely subjective. But I still make mistakes, right? I still have frustrating days. I still have big missed opportunities, lose accounts, blow accounts, all that fun stuff, man. But I'm happy to show you what real trading looks like for me. I don't have a coaching or mentorship program. I don't have a VIP. Everything's free from me. I'm going to show you how I trade, how I approach the markets, talk about the wins, talk about the losses, talk like this, give you my mindset, right? Stuff that I wish I knew earlier on. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. If you find that valuable, you want to click a link or use code RDF, supports me, supports the channel, supports you with the best deal. Maybe you get some free accounts. Awesome. If not, everything's free 99. You can watch all of my stuff with no ads. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to click any links. You have to buy anything, man. Free 99 across the board. Hop on the free Discord, though, man. If you have questions on anything, feel free, man. I think another really awesome piece is finding a community really early on that you resonate with, that the people are positive in, that are on the same journey as you. Maybe you get some experienced people in there, so you're not just following along with a bunch of nitwits. The blind, following the blind. And if I can be a source for that, a resource for that, I'm more than happy to have you in there. There is the free Discord. Link is in the chat, man. All are welcome. We're non-discriminatory, okay? I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care your religion or your sexual orientation. As long as you don't yell about it in Discord. You're welcome. Come on in, man. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. Bouncing off these lows. We're catching a little bit. Catching a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here, chat. Let's see what we can do. Appreciate the words of wisdom. I would say I'm new to trading, even though I've been learning for 1 year. Yeah, still really early on. Still really early on. Any advice to get a fond account and what to start with? I have done my back test on my strategy. For funded accounts, for prop firm accounts, it depends. You could look at who's scrolling across the bottom of this screen right now. I'm partnered and affiliated with everybody on this list, so I'm biased. I always like to talk about that, open and honestly. If I stand to make money, I can't be unbiased, even if I truly believe that this is the best stuff out there, and it's who I use and who I'm taking payouts with. I'm still biased. I would take a look at Top 1 Futures, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Tradeify, Alpha Futures, honorable mention for Top Step, even though I'm not partnered and affiliated with them. I'm taking payouts left and right. I would take a look at those for funded accounts. Different stuff, different strokes for different folks. I got a ton of videos on it. Hop on my YouTube. You can look through a bunch of stuff where I'm talking about things. I just dropped one where I go through all of the prop firms that I'm trading with. It's called All of the Trading Tools That I Use or something like that. Best Trading Indicators or Tools, or I don't know what I put the title was. Last video on my YouTube. I take you through what prop accounts I'm trading. Let's see. How confident are you on this trade that you took here? About the same as about the same confidence that I have on any trade on YM. There's some where I will say, hey, I think this is like just inherently more risky because of XYZ, or this doesn't really give me a great way to structure risk, but for some prop account forceful reason, I'm going to put it on. But overall, when it comes to like this YM mean reversion style, I'm not a big like A+++, B, C trade. Like people grade their trades before they take them. I don't really do that. I'm pretty consistent with the way I put my trades on, especially on YM. There are certain things that I'll do from a swing position, right? Where I will accept more risk because I have, more confidence. I have the stars aligning. I have something that is really optimal, that's better than normal, if there is such a thing. Doesn't mean it's going to work out. But it's, it's just the nature of being in the game for long enough where you see something that is, you're ready to press the gas. You're ready to put more risk on, right? You're ready to press a bet larger than you would. The best traders that I know also do that, right? The conditions start to align for them and they're executing really well. They size heavier. They put more risk on. They do a number of things that are going to generate potentially outsized wins or outsized losses. For YM, I'm pretty consistent. I'm not going to say, well, I'm kind of confident. I'm not confident. I'm halfway confident. Like, if I'm not really confident, I shouldn't have a trade on at all. If I'm, confident and have a setup, put the trade on, right? You start to get in between all of that with this wishy-washy stuff, and it just confuses you, right? My belief, and I think what makes sense is, wait until you're really confident. Wait for the best setups. Wait for your A++ setups, right? And put those on, and only put those on. And if something is not, that, don't put it on, right? As you progress as a trader, after you're gaining some consistency, after you're profitable, right? You're starting to grab onto some profitability. I think there's something to be said with becoming more discretionary and allowing yourself to use your experience. There's going to be these times in the market, kind of like I had last night, where I got short NQ and held the thing for an overnight session, putting on a full risk trade in a live account, where, I generated a considerable amount of profit, right? Or would have considerable amount of loss. There's going to be some times like that where, you're accepting more risk. Still within reason. You still have to structure it. You still have to accept it. But, that's for more advanced, right? That's higher level stuff. But key, important. Joined yesterday. When you giving those 5 accounts for buying with your code? Wani. Today on this live stream, man. I said that in Discord. I did delay it a little bit. I gave everybody some extra time. I got 1,000 messages, which were, please, can I do it? I'm buying one tomorrow. I said, yeah, man. No problem. I'm going to pick some winners. We're going to do a giveaway here for 50 likes. We're at 40 likes right now. We got 50 people on. If you guys want to hit the like button, you can run a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway for a free account. And then towards the end of the live session, I'll be picking some winners for the use code RDF giveaway. If you're asking because you still want to buy an account with code RDF, go for it. I'm going to do it in the last minute. Let's say 11 o'clock. I'll make it easy for you guys. Let's say 11 o'clock, since you guys want to press me about it. Any recommendation? On what, brother? On prop accounts? If you want me to make a recommendation on prop accounts, definitely happy to. Just made $57 on this trade, Zach, but MYM. Nice. Beautiful, dude. W. W's in the chat, bro. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We got a really nice reversion. I'll talk about this one, man. We're starting to get a nice reversion. This is trading about 100 points in my favor. We did have to take a little bit of heat on this bad boy, about 90 points of heat. Really nice rejection off of these lows. This could certainly be, right? This could certainly be a nasty break and retest for a continuation lower. I'm not managing this in any way just yet. Couple of points. Couple of points here. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at. Sorry, I was trying to monitor something on the back end here. Couple of key points that I'm looking at to the upside. Where would I love to take profit? All the way back in here. Like all the way back in here. It's a pretty nice reversion. Problem areas. Problem areas. Problem area number 1. Let's start to talk about it, right? Things that we would have to get through for this to be a really nice trade. We could turn around from here, just dip our toes back into this, imbalance that we formed here, right? Really aggressive sell-off. You can see it on the 1 minute. We could just come back into this consolidation and, that might be it. We can start to turn to the downside, retest these lows. In fact, I do think a retest down here, if we were going to continue lower, is definitely in store. No stop loss to break even. But for me, some problem areas, some areas of concern, right? Holding this thing to the upside. That's going to be number 1. VWAP, volume weighted average price. That's a dynamic line in the sand that is often an issue. I've had a couple people talk to me about holding through VWAP. you know, what my success rate is holding on a trade long below VWAP through VWAP to the upside, you know, that type of stuff. This would be, I mean, we got a low in here from pre-market, but what is this, a London low? Kinda. You know, we got this low right in here, which was interesting. I'm going to say, yeah, problem area number 2 is going to be all the way back up here. Right, all the way back up here, right? To the low end of this consolidation here. Let me get rid of that and that. But for me, that's the take profit area. That's where I'd like. I'd love a crack above VWAP, just right into the low end of this volume. I think even if I'm wrong overall, right, on this being a bullish day, and we are going to come lower, right? If we're really going to come lower here today and aggressively sell off, what do we often do before we come lower? We pop back to the upside, right? Now, this could be an absolute banger trade for a move back up. This could be a, you know, a huge movement back up where we sweep lows and we take off. You know, higher time frame trend when we start to zoom out here is definitely to the upside, right? So I don't mind being long this market. But I also, like we were mapping out, I also am aware we've got an area down here that I think could be a problem. Right in here, right? Got an area down here which I think could certainly be a problem. If we start to turn back down to the downside, I think it would be very easily get down here quickly. So I'm going to look above VWAP to the low end of this. Sorry, let me come back over here. Too much crap on my chart today, man. Let's let this reset. There we go. Low end of this volume profile. Low end of this visible range volume profile. This consolidation from overnight session right into these lows. You know, this area of interest from yesterday near this prior week volume point of control, current volume point of control. That's what I'll be looking like for a win. That's what I'll be looking like for a take profit. If we get above VWAP, I'll have to see. Have to see what it looks like. Depends on how we get up there, right? If we crack at any point, I'm going to close out pretty quickly. That would be my game plan. You know, if we get news, a headline, something that rips us higher really quickly, I'd probably be looking to close out. I was thinking about when and where, maybe stop loss to break even. It would have to be a pretty nice push above VWAP that I'd want to go stop loss to break even. Yeah, pretty nice move back up out of all of these. We could be setting up for the dump. Could certainly be setting up for the dump. YM not looking as strong as we are coming back down towards entry. But I'm holding on to this. I find my data, right? Talk about trade management. I repeat myself a lot here, guys. My data shows I should be holding my trades. My data, meaning my results when I look back at my historical trades, far more often than not, when I go stop loss to break even, I stop myself out of a good trade. Far more often than not, when I close my trade, it moves hundreds of dollars more, you know, considerably more in my favor. So I am inclined to hold my trades more, to play to that stat. Does that mean the next trade is going to be an absolute winner and it's going to not, you know, come back down, tap my entry, and then come all the way back through to stop loss? No, of course not, right? You know, law of large numbers, like we were talking about earlier. So that's my play for today, guys. I'm sticking to it. That's my play. Sticking to it, chatty McChat chat. Zach, have to get ready for work. Thanks, man. Awesome. And have a great summer trip. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Keep going with micros. Those little wins stack up real nice. Keep the account safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Account size for beginner, smaller. Smaller. You're probably going to lose it anyway, so just keeping your cost low. Bought 2 looses with your code. No discount, but at least you get credit. Mike, you should be getting whatever the best discount is. So If you've already been trading with Lucid, it would be 30% off. So you should be getting at least 30% off. Now, they display a lot of that stuff on their main site with whatever the normal code is. But if you bought Lucid accounts, Mike, make sure you hop into Discord because we're picking 5 winners today on the stream from people that have used code RDF. I ran it all last week, all the way through today. I see giving everybody a little bit of time upset everybody. You know, you're never going to make everybody happy, but I do try. But fill that form out, Mike. You still got time. If you bought a couple of accounts, feel free to fill the form out. If you used code RDF last week into this week, answer the questions, fill it out. I'm going to pick winners, and then I'm going to confirm on the back end. Oh, but guess what? I sent the dude yesterday that allegedly was here and not here. I sent him an account. I'm going to send him a message right now. He insisted that he was here. Maybe the stream was delayed. Maybe I had his Instagram name wrong. I'm a nice guy, man. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I sent him an account. Let's see. Back to entry. This would have been a break-even stop-out had I gone stop-loss to break-even. We are starting to drift back down on this one. Not a ton of momentum to the upside or downside. Kind of just drifty. I don't love that. We could kind of start to consolidate down here. I'd love this crack back up. Not even close to where I would need for a take profit on this. So I'm 100% good with my management so far. Let's see what the market's got for me today. Let's see what the market's got for me today. Chatty McChat chat. $47 likes on stream. We're going to be running duck race number 1. For those of you guys that want in, smash the like button. We'll run a giveaway. We'll give away a top 1 futures account. I got to talk about a couple things on here. Or I'd like to talk about a couple things on here. What's up, guys? Late to the party. What's up, Sam the Trader? What's happening, man? Bought a 50K Lucid account with your code. How do I enter the giveaway? In the Discord. Hop in the 100% free trading Discord. Link right here. There's a channel in there labeled giveaways. There's the link in case you're not in there already. There's a channel in there labeled giveaways. There's details. There's a form. You got about 20 minutes to get that filled out before I run that one. I hate consistency on funded account. Yeah, me too. That's why I don't trade. Most of the accounts that I trade don't have consistency rules in funded. If you want 2 badass deals, should we talk prop firms already? I think we might want to talk prop firms. Sounds like you guys want to talk prop firms. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Helps me out. You guys use a code, I get paid, but maybe it helps you out because I provide some value. I answer some questions. Okay? We talk about that. Please explain what is on the side of your chart. Sure, I'll do that in a moment. Locked out for the day. Hit my max loss at 8:30. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Guys, smash the like button and we're gonna run a giveaway if you guys want to run it. So here's what we got. Here's what we got. 2 accounts, both of these with no consistency in funded. First up, elite daily accounts from Top 1 Futures. These are, let's go to the site. Let's go to the tape. Hang on one second, guys. This is what happens when you have too many monitors. First, we're gonna have to monitor this trade from Bookmap on the side because I'm gonna get a little bit distracted here. Let's go to the site. Top 1 Futures, code RDF gonna get you the best deal. Yada yada yada. Here's the one we're talking about. From the main site, one step, elite daily. 50K account, I think, is a dangerous account size. Here's what we got here, guys. 3-day to pass eval. I'm going to summarize it. Always read the rules yourself. Remember, I'm partnered, I'm biased. I'm an idiot from YouTube. You have to read your own rules, okay? But let me summarize it. 3-day to pass eval. 40% consistency in the eval. You're limited to 3 minis, 30 micros. End of day trailing drawdown in both the eval and the funded account. You have a daily loss limit of $1,000 in both the eval and the funded account. Once you get into the funded account in as little as 3 days, there's no activation fee, no consistency, and no minimum trading days to pay out. These are daily payout accounts. You have to make a buffer. You have to make over a buffer, as is all all daily payout accounts. And then any amount you make past the buffer can be withdrawn up to the payout cap. Payout caps on the 50K account are $1,000 per payout per account per day. You can copy trade 5 of these if you wanted to. Not for the person that was asking because they're a beginner, because I think copy trading is crazy if you're a beginner. But you can copy trade 5 of these and technically be taking $5,000 payouts every damn day. Right? Maybe you say, Zach, that's awesome. That's great. Code RDF gonna get me an account for right around $100. I can reset it here. I can reset it in funded. Solid. That's great. Maybe you say, hey, Zach, you know what? I'm more advanced. I don't want that $1,000 payout cap. I want to make like $10,000 in a day because I'm an absolute savage, and I'm also comfortable with an intraday trailing drawdown and a 5-day eval. I'd say, hey, guess what, my friend, random person that is me that I'm talking to, I have an answer to you there. Take Profit Trader is running the best deal that I've ever seen them run since I've been trading with them. 50% off. 50% off all evals and no activation fee. This puts these accounts, oh yeah, perfect, I have the full graphic. This puts these accounts at $85 all in. They have a no activation fee, right? You have a 5-day to pass eval. It's a 50% consistency rule with a 5 minimum trading days to pass. So it is a long eval. Once you're into the funded account, same thing, no consistency, right? No minimum trading days, daily payouts. On this side, same buffer. But for the funded account, which is more difficult, you have an intraday trailing drawdown up to that buffer. On the 50K account, for example, that we're looking at here, you have to make $2,000 of buffer with an intraday trailing drawdown before that drawdown locks, and then you're able to request, any amount of profit every day past that point, right? Upside, you might say, well, Zach, why do I want to do that? Upside is it's not a $1,000 payout cap. You can rinse it on Take Profit Trader if you're able to handle that. Also, they let you trade big size right off the rip. 6 minis in the 50K account. If you're a super scalper, if you're someone that wants to put huge size on, you could trade 6 minis, 60 micros in the eval, in the funded account. No daily loss limit. No daily loss limit in the eval or the funded account. So, these are big. No payout caps. They do have no payout caps on withdrawals. Essentially, if you make $10,000 in a day in one account, you immediately get moved over to a live account following that. I think following that is the situation. You can copy trade up to 5. You can get 5 live accounts with these guys. Those are the 2 no consistency rule in funded accounts that I would look at right off the rip. Another one that I've had, just to give you the full, the full scope, another one that I've had absolutely insane luck with, this bad boy right here. I'm waiting on my live account from Lucid because I took too many damn payouts from him. Lucid Flex accounts. No consistency in funded. They're not daily payout accounts. They're 5 minimum trading day accounts, which I actually prefer. This is my favorite account type. 2 day to pass eval, no daily loss submit, no consistency in funded, 5 minimum trading days to pay out. You can take out half of the profit. No buffer. End of day trailing drawdown in both the eval and the funded account. Lucid Trading. If you want the info on all of these, hang on 1 second, guys. Where are we at here? There we go. Oh, it's Lucid's pinned to the top of the chat. I actually pinned the wrong thing. Lucid's pinned to the top of the chat. Here is all links here. Code RDF for the best deal. Boom. There's more. There's other options out there. Tradeify and Alpha have absolutely awesome options as well. You can take a look at those. That's what we got rolling today. Hopefully that helped answer some questions. A lot of people say, what's the best? What's the best one out there, right? I don't think there is a best. I trade with 6 different prop accounts right now. I'm taking payouts left and right from a whole bunch of them, okay? Some are better in other areas, like we just talked about. Everybody has a give and take. There's no free lunch. It just depends on what you want as a trader. You might not be the person that says, I hate consistency rule in the funded account. And you might not care. You might say, I hate taking evals. I'm gonna do an instant funded account, right? Nothing wrong with that. Now, since I see we hit 50 likes and we got through that spiel, we are gonna run. We're gonna run it up. All right, here's what we got, guys. Here's what we got. Giveaway forum is live in Discord. You guys hit 50 likes. Awesome. Congratulations. Giveaway is live in Discord. All the links there if you want to hop in the free Discord because somehow you're not already, go ahead. You can get that one filled out. This is going to be the no purchase necessary, not the code RDF. Giveaway live in Discord. Link in chat. Bang. We're going to go ahead and run it, guys. Go ahead, get this one filled out. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes. Let me go over a couple things here, right? Because we had a discrepancy yesterday. We had issues. So I'm going to be real clear with you guys because I gave somebody an account that may or may not have deserved one yesterday. Let me be real clear. Here's the rules. First off, if you're listening to this, somehow you're delayed, make sure you go to the bottom of the screen and click the live button. Bottom left-hand side of the screen on YouTube, you have a live button. Click the live button, make sure you're watching live. For these free giveaways, not the code RDF giveaways, not all the other giveaways, the one that we're about to do right now. Simple requirements. They're all on the form, first off. So I don't even have to say them, but just to be nice, I'm going to say them, right? So we don't have any more disagreements. You have to be here on the stream. If your duck wins, you have to be here in the chat, wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Kick, or X, because you can be watching from wherever you want and you can win, okay? When you win, I say, hey, bro, where are you at in the chat? What's up, right? You got to say what's up. If you don't say what's up, we run it again. You have to follow all the other instructions, right? Following on IG, being in the Discord, whatever the other simple instructions are, right? All free to do, all free to enter. If you don't do one of those, if you put your name wrong, if you fill the form out multiple times, or if multiple family members fill the form out, or your friends or your brothers and your sisters in similar looking emails and names and areas fill the form out with the same IP addresses from the same, all that fun stuff, because we got a little bit of back-end stuff we could do here, guys. You don't win, okay? You get banned from everything. So I hope that's clear. I'm not going to ramble on around about it anymore. It's all in the form. Fill the form out, follow the instructions, win the account. Don't follow the instructions, don't bother filling the form out. That's what we got today, guys. Bro, NQ is collapsing. Ooh, is it? Holding the shorts today would have paid. Oh. Ooh, man. Man, oh man. Let's do the coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, it's approaching like 10K on the table. This is my trade from last night, guys, just for the record. This is my trade from last night. Take profit was somewhere in here. It wasn't here. It wasn't here. It was somewhere in here. But that was the open and the close. Damn, son. This could be dangerous here, guys. Oh no. Oof. I don't know if I want this smoke, guys. I'm gonna leave this on because I gotta follow my approach of not trading NQ and ES on YM, but that's looking ugly. That is looking ugly, chat. Wow. Finally got a pullback on NQ, huh? Tough, because, you know, you trade with this for long enough and you go, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, right? And then what happens in here, right? You know, you're buying here, and you're buying here, and you're buying here, and then you're buying again here, and then you're buying again here, and you're getting cooked. Which is fine, because you're already rich and you already have a Lambo because you were long the whole time. That's not looking good. That's not looking good, guys. And YM very well may follow suit to the downside. Just taking a look around the horn at all these. I do not trade YM in complete correlation with ES and NQ. You know, it's just not exactly my approach here. I don't have a really valid reason to close this trade other than getting shaken out. Weak paper hands because I'm watching the other two fall. YM fell off the rip, right? YM already traded down really aggressively off of the open, you know, 433 points. The other two didn't. They were kind of like hanging out near VWAP. So I'm not going to close this out, but I will definitely acknowledge that doesn't look great. That doesn't look great. Savage. Remember, guys, giveaway is live in Discord. We're going to run it in just a couple minutes here. Gave you guys until 10:42 a.m. Eastern. I said giveaway number 1. Maybe we run more giveaways. Yeah, man, that's not really great. That's really not great, but YM ain't on the same page as these two today at all, and it really hasn't been at all. Oh. Good morning, good morning. Hope we win an account today. I got the rejection off VWAP. All in money. Nice. Nice. That was a nice crash. Beautiful. I was about to get short. Win from around VWAP. 15-minute open range low. Happy to take a small win. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Let's go. Wani. I don't know what the hell that emoji is. It's like a horn with a face in it. When I get some money, I gotta buy another account. Yeah, man, save up. Don't, and don't buy another account until you have plenty of money to lose. Remember, trading at any point is with risk capital, with money that you stand to lose. What's up on Kick? I've been neglecting my Kick fam. What's happening, guys? Good morning, Sloth. Good morning, Kobe Clark. What's happening? Nice for bringing these back. Love the Elite Dailies. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Elite Dailies are solid. Couple changes. Couple small changes on there, right? Daily Loss Submit, 40% consistency. They write it all out in the frequently asked questions. As always, make sure you read the frequently asked questions. It's very important to do. Hope to win it back. Win what back? Zach, when trading reversals, do you wait for a close below VWAP? No, not necessarily. I just like to trade off of my key levels, right? We talked about a simple mean reversion style trade, what price action looks like, meaning how did we get to that level? Do we break and retest and trend all the way lower, or do we sell off really aggressively and I look to fade that back up? That's kind of the play. But I don't have a confirmation where I wait for some special thing. I'm more discretionary than that. I don't find any of that helps me. Trade 1 to 2 micros is the best decision ever made on a fund account. For sure. Yeah. Prefer to use Kick, but the gang's over here. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Instant funded account that messed me up 20%. Yeah, again, every account has its own challenges, right? Every account's going to have its own challenges. We got a couple more questions in here, guys. I'm going to talk to you, but last reminder, go ahead, get the form filled out. I'm going to start to get this first duck race rolling since we're coming into 11 o'clock, and we got to do a giveaway for everybody else on here. So go ahead, get the form filled out. Last chances, guys. Let's get the duck race loaded up. Let's get the ducks loaded up. Well, good questions. I'll hang and talk with you guys for a bit. Remember, guys, last stream of this week. Okay? I am usually here. Where's my little graphic? Where's my ugly mug, right? I am usually here every damn day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, right? It's absolutely awesome. I love live trading with you guys. It's great. Some weeks I got some stuff going on. I got a couple of those coming up. So hop in Discord. I'll keep you updated. Today is the last stream of this week. Heading out to Tampa. We got an in-person event in Tampa. I'm super duper stoked on this one. Let me show you who's coming out to it. Here's where I'm going to be coming up pretty soon. This is sold out. Obviously, the event is this week. You can't come to it. Sorry. Here's who we got on this one. Brian Shannon, Austin Silver, James Bruce, the other Zach, Zarb, Tanner, a.k.a. The Strong Trader, Lawrence, a.k.a. Lawrence the Investor, Evan Dreyer, this idiot over here. I don't know how they let this kid in. That's crazy, man. They let anybody in these days. Randy Baines, Chris Drysdale, and KV. KV Trades, man. There's even more traders that are coming out here than are on this. There's like 3 or 4 more that are not even featured. This is the other one. Sorry if you're coming out to Tampa and I'm not mentioning your name. I just am pulling up whatever graphic I have. It's going to be awesome. Also in attendance is going to be representatives, CEOs, and founders of multiple different software companies and prop firms. Guys from Top 1 Futures out there, guys from Bookmap out there, guys from Prop Firm Match out there. I think guys from TradeZella out there as well. And probably a couple others that I'm also forgetting. Sorry if I'm forgetting any sponsors that are going out. I'm psyched, man. Really psyched to be a guest speaker. Again, it's not my event. It's Austin Silver's event. Super duper psyched to be out there, man. If you said, hey, Zach, you're going to be at an event speaking with Brian Shannon and Austin Silver and everybody else on that list in front of, over 100 traders. We're going to be live trading and, your screen's going to be up on big projectors and people want to hear what you have to say. I'd say you're crazy, bro. That's insane. But if you grind it out, chat, if you grind it out, if you stay in the pocket, you can do things. You can do great things. Maybe that's not great. I don't know. Whatever. But that's the reason that I'm not going to be live trading here with you guys coming up the rest of the week. hop in Discord. I will keep you updated. I'll let you know what days I'm trading and not trading here. I got a couple more interruptions coming up. Got some family stuff, got some vacation stuff. I'm just gonna be working on some other videos, some other projects that I'm going to be, rolling out to you guys that will take me away from live trading. So, stay tuned. But first and foremost, we have our ducks in a row. Our ducks are always in a row, man. Look at how clean these ducks are. Ducks are in a row. Ducks are in a row. This one is for a top 1 futures, 50K, elite daily account. Shout out top 1 futures, man. Where's the banner one more time so we can throw it up for the boys? Where is it? What the heck? What the helly? All right, we're going to run it. I'll find it. Good luck, guys. There it is. There it is. I like this one. Get paid every single day. No activation, no consistency, unfunded. Use code RDF, chat. You do whatever you want. Do your own research, make your own decisions. I'm partnered, I'm biased, I'm affiliated, I stand to make money, I can't be unbiased. Really important for you to note that. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Round 1. Remember, we got more giveaways today because we got the code RDF giveaway. I got to pick 5 winners for that. There we go. Unmuted. Unmuted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was saying Tampa. Hyped that you're coming out of Tampa. No, this is not for the people that use the referral code. This is for the ones that just fill it out. We're going to do the back-to-back 5 thing at 11 o'clock. About 15 minutes, guys. Really right after this. What else do we got? Awesome. Yeah, AJ, I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Come and see me in Tampa for sure. We're going to chat. See if you can integrate chat. There's some things we could do here, Mike. What are the specifics of news trading? How significant does news event have to be classified as a news trade? It's a good question. I will answer that. Any advice, Zach? Hit TP on my trade, but messed up my R to R, so I didn't make the profit I wanted to make. Now in a weird state where I feel like I'm trying to make more. It's going to be a revenge trade. Don't trade. Just don't trade. Step away. That's what I would do personally. Not financial advice, but just don't trade at all. You know, you're already out of the pocket. Definitely step away. Here we go, guys. Business Lens taking the W on this one, man. We got a W. We got a W in chat, guys. I will do the double check just for fun, but this is a Discord OG. Happy to have somebody that's here often take the W, man. But let's make sure we followed instructions. I'd be shocked if you didn't follow instructions, man. Watching YM up on the top left-hand side. Yes, following on IG. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There he is in chat, taking the W. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, all right. We got. Let me make a note here. Hang on one second, guys. We got winner number 1. Let me make a note. Let me make a quick note. W's in the chat for the business lens taking the W on this one. All right. Now. Trade. Get back to VWAP, bro. Come on, give me the W. No. Now we're gonna run some giveaways for those that were in the use code RDF deal. Let me get some entries put in here, guys. Give me a minute. I wanted to give everybody some extra time. I try. Apparently, I pissed everybody off by doing that, but you know, I try to make everybody happy, man. I do the best I can. I also do whatever I want to do because it's my show. I love you guys, but it is my show. So let me... Yeah, we're going to go with your Discord usernames on here so we don't dox anybody. And I want to make sure everybody gets their entries because if you bought multiple accounts, you got multiple entries. These are all singles. We got some OGs in here. If you missed this one, the one that I'm about to run right now, hop in Discord, man. Be part of the next one. More than happy to support you guys that are using the code, man. Give back. I used to love some free accounts or the opportunity to win some free accounts. You're going to have a super high chance to win because not that many people on this one, man. Not that many people at all. You're going to see it. And a lot of you guys have bought multiple accounts. So you got multiple entries. You're going to see repeat names. Remember, just a couple notes on here so nobody freaks out. These guys don't have to be in chat. That's not part of this. I'm just doing it on the live session because you guys are all screaming for it. It also is fun so you know that I'm not picking my friends here. Purple Ninja, there we go. This man's got some entries here. I think we got some entries from this man. Nice. While the market decides if it wants to come down and rip my face off or give me the Dubski. ES selling off on a declining CVD. I don't like that, guys. Yeah, I don't love this. I really gotta say. This is looking ugly. This is looking like a nasty pullback. Man, Team Diamond Hands be getting paid here today. Never close your trades, guys. Just never, ever close them. Be a greedy trader. No, I'm just kidding. Just taking a look at ES and NQ as I'm setting this up. Man, they are not looking great. Could obviously be a nice dip in this super duper strong uptrend. But at least for right now, ooh, got a little bit of volatility at NQ there. At least for right now, they're kind of consolidating and trending, not consolidating, they're trending lower, you know, pushing lower. ES starts to break through these last levels of liquidity, which it looks like it wants to. We could really start to drop here. YM, been hanging around my entry. Obviously, the 49,500s was a key area. We give this up, you know, it's going to be a stop. But for me, you know, I've had plenty of chances to close at break even. I'm going to leave it on. It's not my play to close out at break even. Again, I'm trading one prop account here. I got to get some higher risk trades on. I got to get some trading in. I got to take some wins or losses, and you know, closing out for break even is really not going to do much for my day. All right, so hang on, guys. Okay, cool. We got ducks ready to run. We're gonna run these. We're gonna run these quicker. Here we go. Yeah. Chat. You guys love the giveaways. I know. Just give me a minute here, guys. I do want to watch this. Said about 11 o'clock anyway. We're running at 11. But I do just want to see if we start to catch a bounce here, if we start to break through this. Not much by way on the book until we get all the way down to the 300s on YM. That's not great. Ooh, 29,000 even on NQ. Got some juice there. Yeah, I don't love this. Caught a, started to obviously put up a fight down here. I like the level. I like my entry. I like that I didn't enter randomly here and we just ripped faces to the downside. I like that, I'm obviously long from an area that has a considerable amount of volume being traded. You can see it on the low time frame. I'm happy when that at very least happens, even if I have to take an L. It tells me that I got involved in an area that was a good spot to structure risk, where, we stood to put up a fight to move price back higher. If I'm wrong, I'm just wrong, or if the trade doesn't play out, let's say, instead of being wrong, the trade's a loser. So got to pay a business expense every now and then. So we'll see. I really like the way this was moving as we pop back up. I like that we tried it here multiple times. I don't like that we're coming back down through these lows. But no other management on this for right now, guys. All right, guys, let's run some giveaways. Checking some messages. Let's run it. I'm going to hold this one. I'm not going stop loss or break even. I'm not doing much of anything. All right. This is for Chatty McChat Chat. The use code RDF giveaway. We had 5 50K accounts up for grabs to 5 different winners. You get multiple entries if you bought multiple accounts. You can't win it multiple times. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be here in chat. I'm just running on the live stream because everybody's asking me about it, and we're going to run on the live stream. We're going to do 1-minute races here. As you can see, you have great chances to win prop accounts. 50K accounts from multiple different prop firms. If you win, I will follow up with you personally, and I will do that at some point after the stream today. Let's run it. We're going to go 5 back-to-back here. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate everybody that supports me, supports the stream. Appreciate everybody that hops on and hangs out. Y'all are awesome, man. Yeah, man. ES looks like it wants to go. Team never close on NQ. Bags! That looks like a clear W there. Alright, number 1. Andrew Bags taking the win. Round 2. We're gonna run these quick, guys, back to back. This way we don't, we don't do 1,000 hours of ducks. Not dumping just yet. Oof. Man. What an opportunity to the downside here. Sorry, let me come back to YM. Tight pack on this one. Let's see who's taking the W. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Down on the bottom. Crazy tag, 477. Purple Ninja was up there. Who is this in the middle? Fireblade out of nowhere. W. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Fireblade taking the W on this one. Let's go, guys. Let's run it back. Round 3. Fight. Let's go, W. That's me. There you go. Crazy tag is me. Oh, nice, Wani. Awesome. Congrats. Yeah, listen, guys, again, you had a great opportunity to win free accounts on stuff like this. You know, I hope that's not all you're here for. I love when people aren't only here for the giveaways, but I will say, my stream, the giveaways that I run, I think you have the highest probability of winning an account out of anybody else's giveaways. Any prop firm giveaways, any other streamer. I don't have that many people that participate, so those that do, win multiple accounts from me. I think actually both of those people have won accounts from me before. Like, multiple times. Brian Valles, I don't see my name. Hang on, hang on. Purple Ninja, there you go. You almost guaranteed yourself a W on that one. You had way too many entries in here. Hang on one second. Brian, you don't see your name. You said something yesterday, though. Let me, what's your Discord username? Before I run it again. Because we only got a couple. Brian Alvarez. Brian. Or, what's your Discord username, brother? So I forget what you said. You said you filled the thing out, and you asked me to check something. And you're not on here. Why are you not on here? All right, we're getting ready. We're getting ready, but I'm gonna wait a second here. All right, first off, guys, make sure you're answering. Okay, did you fill the form out, brother? Did you fill the form out, or what happened? Before I run this one again, because I wanna give everybody a fair shot. You filled the form out, but you weren't sure if it went through, or you filled it out multiple times or something, because you're not on here at all. But I'm gonna make it right for you right now. You filled the form out. How many accounts do you buy? Brian. Because I don't got you on the form, but I'm gonna help you out. You did a few times. Okay, it didn't go through. How many accounts did you buy? Give me the actual number that you used for code RDF. Two or three. All right, here's what we're gonna do, brother. Here's what we're gonna do. So you would have had 3 entries across 5 races, right? 2. Okay, you would have had 3 entries across 5 races. So since you missed the first 3, and you would have had 2 entries, I'm gonna do you a favor here, even though it's on you to make sure the damn form gets filled out. But you did ask me something yesterday. I'm gonna put your name down here on here multiple times, more than 2 times. I'm gonna put it in here like a handful of times. All right, for these last 2, you're gonna have a stack chance. All right. We're gonna give you double entries for the last 2 races, double what you should have had. Does that sound good? Brian, does that sound fair? Because I like to make sure everybody feels that they're taken care of, man, without taking it away from everybody else. Oh, 29K broken. Hold on, I gotta see real quick. Uh-oh. 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 Chat. Ooh, chat. Damn, man. I don't know. We either catch buys off of this or we dump here, Purple Ninja. Wow. What a move, man. Finally got some downward movement here out of NQ. We got more giveaways to run though, guys. Damn, almost 500 points down the day. Not insane, not insane, but finally some movement to the downside. This thing could really let go. I'm just curious if we find buyers off this level. ES sweeping lows. Why I'm not giving up yet? Oh, I don't know how. Just not giving up. Living in its own world. As usual. Just straight living in its own world. All right. Cool. Awesome. And I just passed those accounts also. Great, man. Awesome. Epic. Okay, so like I said, Brian, you're on here with double the entries that you should since you missed the first couple races. All right. Let's run it. Last 2 races. Good luck, everybody. Yeah. YM just living in its own world, pushing higher on a positive CVD. Good for my trade. I mean, putting up a fight. We'll see if it decides to just the bottom falls out. I'm gonna watch ES over here though. Crazy. Oh, let's get some people funded. Let's get some people funded. Ten seconds to go. Let's see who's got it. Marcy. I think this one was in chat all the time. Mars or Marcy. I'd never know how to pronounce anybody's names, and I apologize, guys. W's in the chat. Taking the win. Always here. Always here. Yes, yes, yes. Always here. We got Discord OGs winning this one, obviously, right? They were the ones buying accounts. You guys are awesome, man. Happy to give some accounts back. All right, last one. Last one. Run the Ducks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. How do I participate? Yes, too late, guys. But if you want to hop in the next one, here is the link to my 100% free trading Discord. I'm giving out accounts like candy today, man. Sometimes it's free 99. Sometimes it's if you use a code. But here is the free Discord where you can get all of the info on live streaming, upcoming giveaways, the best prop firm deals, questions answered, you know, trading info, all the fun stuff, man. I try to keep you guys updated. That's home base. That's home base, all right? If you guys want in on there and you're somehow not in there now, hop in. You got to verify your email, and then you get cool emails from me with all of my levels. Last one, let's see who gets it. Purple Ninja out front again. He was going to run it back. Fireblade, wait a minute, you won already, dude. Wait, I did remove winner. Hold on. Damn it. I thought I did remove winners. Is it because I went back? Fireblade, you're not supposed to win twice. Alright, Fireblade, you can't win twice, guys. We were trying to do remove winners from the race. I think what happened, let me just check so I don't dox everybody. Hold on one second. Yeah, when I went back, I put everybody back in. Alright, we're gonna run it again, man. We're gonna run it again. I don't know. I see half your names on there. We're gonna run it until someone new wins. You had multiple entries to win one account, right? Purple Ninja, Fireblade, you guys had multiple entries in there. You obviously won. Yeah, I see you're still in here. I don't know. We'll run it until somebody else hasn't won out of the 20 or 30 people that were in this race. Oh, man. Back to back. Gotta remove the winners. Yeah, we're running it. What account is it? It's gonna be a 50K account. It depends on what accounts you bought, because I'm trying to be fair to all the prop firms. If you bought with Lucid, for example, it's probably going to be a Lucid account. If you bought with Top 1, it's probably going to be a Top 1 account. Just depends. It's going to be 50K accounts, guys. 50K accounts. Let's see. We got a new one. AKSHAY, RAM. Last but not least, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. But it looks like you were late to the party. You were the last person to fill this form out today, right before the entry. Awesome. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. Epic, epic, epic. Love to see it. Love to see it. Got the last person in that took the win. So guys, again, if you missed this one, hop in Discord, use code RDF, participate, you know, just be here on the live streams, maybe you win some accounts. Everybody that won today, I will follow up with you after the stream on how to get your account. Sometimes accounts will come directly from the prop firms that I'm giving accounts away from. Sometimes they give me a code to send you guys. I'll follow up with you. Stay tuned. We'll get everybody some accounts. Somebody asked how I did on my session. This is what I got going, guys. I'm sitting long on YM here. Not selling off like NQ and ES. That's what we got going. Started trading low RR after 2 years. And feel sorry that I wasted 2 years trying to catch what the market is not going to give me. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Code RDF for the win. Finally. Yeah, there you go. Taking the W. Awesome. Awesome. Someone let's buy an account you won today. I don't know what that means. But nobody, yeah, no. 5E4M. No, you can't do that. You can't sell accounts. You can't transfer accounts. First off, they go directly to the person that won. You can't sell them off. Can't pawn them off. So don't ask for that, guys. And don't offer that up. You'll get banned from prop firms for doing that, just so you know. If you try to resell free accounts that you win, or you try to sell codes or whatever it is, you get banned for doing that. You get the ban hammer from the prop firms. It's in their terms of service. I've watched that happen to people, and they're like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Pretty obvious, but you're not allowed to do that. No worries. No worries. Try to give you guys a heads up. Like, here, listen, we had a lot of conversation. Let's go back to this one. I got a lot of pushback on this, guys. A lot of pushback on this. Prop firms, let's talk about something. I'm sitting long on this. We ran multiple giveaways. Maybe run the like count up. Maybe we run another one. I don't know. I'm going to hang with you guys for another 10 minutes because I wanted to bring this up. We talked about this towards the end of a live stream. And I wanted to talk about it again. There was a lot of pushback when I said that two people can't trade from the same house. Meaning you and your wife can't trade from the same location at the same prop firm. Now, in the terms of service and in the frequently asked questions and the prohibited practices, they all have different rules. All of the prop firms have different rules. But as you can imagine, there is a benefit to traders to be able to open multiple accounts across multiple different email addresses, like multiple different master accounts, right? And if you do that, which is a prohibited practice in itself, but if you do that under different family members' names and people's names, you're risking, even if you're doing it genuinely, even if you and your brother both trade from the same house in the same location with the same IP address, you're risking getting banned. You're risking getting payouts denied and banned. Why? Two reasons. One, a lot of them, it's just very clear. It's not allowed. But they have trouble differentiating who's actually doing that, which is extremely uncommon, and who is just gaming the system, right? So I would not recommend doing that at all. Even if you are genuinely trying to do it, and even if you've gotten away with it, and you've done it before, and you've done it now, and your friends do it, you're asking to be banned. You're asking to have your payout denied when you go to request a payout and they see it, and for all of the accounts to just be completely banned, and for you not to be able to trade at the prop firm. I'd be really, really cautious, and I would advise against doing that. Again, we watched it play out once where a CFTC firm said there's a person was due a huge payout, and it was his grandma's name, who KYC'd and everything, but they were trading from the same location. I think they actually had like different devices. But the prop firm was like, this is obviously you, bro. You and your grandma are both not trading and presenting payouts. And they actually posted the video, or someone had a clip of the video. Someone shared the video. Maybe it was him, maybe it was the prop firm, they were like, we're going to interview you. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you could explain just the basics of your trading strategy to us, maybe we'll pay you out. And it's like his grandma, somebody's mom or grandma, obviously doesn't trade. So, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. I know we all have, big ideas, and everybody tries to, try to get an edge in different ways. But man, if you're risking a ban doing that, it's probably not worth it. If you genuinely have different people trading at the same account, say at the same place, just trade different firms. Just trade different firms. You don't risk it that way, multiple accounts from the same household with different users is asking for a ban. At every firm, even if they say you could have multiple accounts in the same household, you're asking for a ban doing it. So I would not do that. In every prop firm Discord, I see all the time, every question. Can me and my mom trade? Can me and my brother trade? We both trade from the same place. Can we trade from the same location? I'm like, come on, man. You don't think they're gonna kick you for that? Not good. So again, a lot of people, when I commented on this, first time the chat blew up, Discord was saying, hey, you can do this and that. And, I understand the rules are different everywhere. I would not do that. Would definitely not do that. I think it's extremely uncommon where there's two profitable traders in the same family from the same location. There's usually not one. If you happen to be in that, extremely uncommon situation and you want to trade props, I would do it at different firms. Purple Ninja, there you go. 29,000 is broken, continuing the downside. Man, getting some selling pressure here today, guys. Finally getting a down day. Finally getting a down day here. Largest pullback that we've had since, since before April. Since before April. Now, the day is young. We still got plenty of time to trade, right? We could absolutely catch buyers at some point in here. But we are down 519 points on the day in NQ, current NQ futures contract. That is, I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. 502 we had a nice move to the downside there. That's the largest so far since all the way back over here. 550 off the lows. March. Wow. Yeah, March 30th. So, due for it, right? We've been pushing in one direction for forever. Hardly sweeping prior bar lows, let alone 2 days of prior bars. Not uncommon to see that happen. Similar with ES. ES wasn't as aggressive. I'm just taking a look. Yeah, not that bad on ES. Not that bad on ES, but definitely down below prior day low, which we have not seen, and pushing lower. We could definitely get serious selling pressure. Looks like we want to continue on NQ. We're still going. Same with ES. Really aggressively pushing lower. We broke and retested VWAP, and now we just have consecutive bar after consecutive bar, pushing lower on the 15-minute. We got some breaks and retests on the 5-minute, you can see, but that's looking ugly. YM somehow, some ways, fighting for its life over here. Holding while these two are selling off. I'm going to hang out in this trade, guys. I'm going to leave this on. Take profits. I'm looking back in here. I'm not a fan of setting it. I'm not a fan of setting it, but, if we start to break this high, let's go for an alert right in here. We start to break this high, I want to know about it. We come back up and break VWAP, I want to know about it. I'll be looking for take profits somewhere in here. If we start to push to the upside, I'll throw some alerts, and we will wake our ass back up. We break the low. I probably want to know about that also. Let's come down here with the low. That's my session for today, guys. That's my session for today. Chat. Appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. Let's talk real quick. Number one, you guys want to check out the best prop firm deals, head to the link that's in the chat. You want to check out Top 1 Futures, some of those accounts that we gave away today, some of the new Elite Daily accounts. Here they are again. Bang. Right there. Check them out. You want to check out some Take Profit Trader accounts that are 50% off, the best deal that I've ever seen them run. Bang. Half off. You want to check out Lucid accounts, which I've been absolutely rinsing. I'm giving the highlight reel for all of these guys. Bang. 40% off Lucid. Code RDF going to get you the best deal as always. Chat. As NQ is still going. Damn, son. Appreciate you guys for being here. Quick disclaimer before we get ready to wrap it up. Remember, last stream of the week. Hop in Discord. Hope to see you in there. I'll be keeping you updated. Follow on socials. If you're not following me on IG and you want to see what the heck I got going on this week, Instagram is going to be the place to do it. I'm going to throw it in chat right now. I post a bunch to my story. I'll be posting some reels. Follow everybody on that chart that I was showing you guys before. Bang, right there, guys, if you want to check it out. More than happy to have you guys follow me along. I'll be posting a whole bunch, keeping you updated on my, what I got going on. Bunch of crazy stuff in person. I love getting in person. Talk to you guys soon. Quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to anything at all. Make sure you always do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even if funded prop from accounts. And the affiliate and partnership disclaimer. This is I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures code RDF and others. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome rest of the trading week.